Okay, now I'm good. My battery is connected, my computer is good. So now we're gonna move forward into proportions. So then we'll be talking about proportions. Now we know, we're gonna talk a little bit about how they are actually related. So then proportions, as we were talking about, is that relationship that we can keep among two elements. And then we can actually use two ratios and to keep that equality. So then we can say that something is 20:25 as 4:5, which is kind of saying we're keeping that relationship between those two elements. And this is really helpful in different fields, like this is actually really helpful in engineer, this is really helpful in chemistry, this is really helpful also in bakery. Actually, you have relationships and you're actually creating a formula and you're scaling things to keep the proportions. And when you're doing larger batches, so you're scaling things, so then you need to keep the consistency, so then the flavors are not affected. The same things with design. When you have actually a fabric, you have a garment, you have a shirt, and you need to scale it so then you keep the proportions, and then you need to keep the size and the proportions from the sleeve to the to this area, so then you actually need to keep those things. So then here we have an example of really basic. So then we can actually use it with fractions. So then we can say, for example, A, B, C, and D. We have the fractions and then we have the equality, but then we can use our column. And when we're using our column, we can say A to B is equal to C to D. And these two expressions are exactly the same. I think, I don't know guys if you can see there, my goodness, this is horrible. Okay, so let me just